Do you want to save an extra 25% on your taxes this year? If that's you and you are an active or passive real estate investor, this might be the most important podcast that you are going to listen to right now. If you're new to the show, this is Purpose Driven Passive Profits.
Hi, accredited investors. Hey, I'm so excited. We got a new deal right now. It's a 46-unit building, brick, solid brick, in the race horse capital of the world, Lexington, Kentucky. Rents on this thing, they're 15% below what the market rate is around it. I know because we own several buildings in the area. We're buying this one 15% less. To learn more, all you have to do is go to homeinvest.com or click on the description down below. Inside the description, you'll see a link down there. Remember, always consult with a tax advisor, a financial planner, or attorney before making any investment decisions. Having said all that, all you have to do is go to homeinvest.com or click on the link that you'll find down in the description down below. Thanks, God bless. Enjoy the show.
His name is Nate Armstrong. He's the founder and CEO of Home Invest. We're an Inc. 500 company. My name is Steve Warner. I am the Chief Investment Officer, and we are here to help you be great stewards of what God has given you. Today is a really important podcast. We're going to be talking about something that is going on that could save you a ton of money and is completely free if you're an active or passive investor. Nate, what am I talking about?
You're talking about a tax relief bill that's passed the House, but hasn't passed the Senate yet. So that's what you're talking about, man.
And why this is important, it is completely free for you to extend your taxes. And if you've never extended your taxes before, this is probably a year that you are going to want to do it. Now, I know a lot of you probably just had a little voice in your head say, I don't want to do that. That creates challenges, blah, blah, blah. Just listen as to why. It can make a huge, huge difference in the actual amount that you pay. Nate, pull back the curtain for us.
Yeah, so it's called the Tax Relief for American Families and Workers Act of 2024. I know that's a mouthful. Let me just kind of 10-year-old this. My son's a 10-year-old boy, and I'm always trying to explain things in simple 10-year-old terms to him. What this is they're trying to extend a tax relief program that really was invented by the Trump administration. It was the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which basically let you take bonus depreciation when you invested into certain asset classes like real estate. So for all of us here that we love real estate, we've invested in real estate, you're eligible for some tax breaks right now as is. But if the Senate passes this law, which the House of Representatives already passed, so if the Senate also signs off on it, you're eligible for more tax benefits. So when Steve's talking about extending, I know in my spine, I like to be proactive. I like to get everything done early. But Steve's right. This year, it's not the year to be proactive. This year is the year to actually delay up until the Senate makes a decision on this. Because if they make a decision, it could benefit your taxes really, really tremendously. Now, if you rush out and you decide, I'm going to file my taxes anyways, here's what could happen. If the Senate then passes this law and says, you know what, we're going to give everybody tax relief, we're going to let this thing go through, you're going to have to amend your taxes. Steve, did you know this? And maybe you listening to this, maybe you knew this, maybe you didn't. Did you know that the most audited tax returns are the ones that get amended?
I did know that. My CPA told me that, and he was like, you don't want to ever go back and have to amend. So let's get everything in correctly the first time. Guys, there is absolutely no reason you cannot file an extension on your taxes. It is free to do so. All you need to do is put it in writing to your CPA. They will do it. They might give you a little bit of pushback, but it is free. Just tell them that you want to and tell them this. They might not even know this is going on. But here's the difference. Right now, how much can we take? If the law stands, Nate, how much do we take?
Yeah, so it's called bonus depreciation, and they'll let you take up to 80% bonus depreciation. And what this would switch to is 100% bonus depreciation. So it depends on the real estate investment that we're talking about here. But for us and for all the partners that we have, we're talking about large numbers. A 20% swing is thousands, if not tens, maybe even for some of us, hundreds of thousands of dollars that comes into our tax play in our favor. So it's definitely a 20% swing is a big deal.
So just so you know, that's not a 20% swing in tax savings. It is a 20% in bonus depreciation. So let's just say that your depreciation amount was going to be, we had a building a year and a half ago that was $980,000 per person. A 20% difference on that building is almost 200 grand difference in what you can write off on your taxes. So it depends on how big the depreciation is that you're taking, and then you add 20% to that. So it could be a very large number. And at the end of the day, this is all free. All you have to do is ask your CPA for a tax extension. I hope we have drilled that point home. Our whole goal here on the podcast is to help you be a great steward of what God has given you. And this is basically free money. Like there's no downside to asking for the extension. And if things work out and the law passes, it's going to be a huge bonus to you. So please take action on it now while you're thinking about it. All you have to do is tell your CPA to extend.
Yes, sir. So being a good steward of your money, it's something that we preach all the time here. Matthew 25 says that we're supposed to be really good stewards of our money. Tax, giving to Caesar what is Caesar's, but not a penny more is what you're supposed to do. So be a good steward and wait for the Senate decision. It'll benefit you and bless you guys a lot. Thanks for joining.
All right, guys, we will see you next time here on Purpose Driven Passive Profits. Be great stewards. We'll see you soon.